in a way.
It
Razmig,
does.
you can't just hold sketchy looking pills in your hand.
They're vitamin D3 pills. Something that's another thing I learned in Canada. What you have to supplement with because you don't get much sunlight here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What were you gonna say?
What was I gonna what's your opinion on that? Let's say you have a
On
kid,
which?
he turn sorry.
On
Let's say you
what?
have a kid, he turns 18. What will you do with him?
Dude, okay, so this is what I hope I end up doing. I can't say like it's not gonna be 100% for sure. I might be a shitty parent, I might not be, but it depends on the kid. Like if the kid is seriously just going through school, like uni, or they just
Yeah.
need some help, of course, man, of course, like, of course, stay with me. But staying with me with the aim of still making their own life and moving
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Not just playing video games all day.
Because like Razmik, to me, I don't know about you, but like to me, an 18-year-old is still a kid. A 19-year-old
No, I agree.
and a
I agree
20 and even a
100%.
20-year-old, like
I agree.
that's not really an adult. Like maybe in
No,
the
no, they're
past where
not.
you went to war when you were 16, sure. But like I feel like
Yeah,
these days, like I don't want to say we've gone back in terms of maturity, but we're not as mature as before.
I agree. I agree 100%.
But like, yeah, like I feel like that's your kid. You know, they didn't choose to have you. You chose to have them, or you weren't responsible enough, so you ended up having them, even if it wasn't your intention. You can't just like be like, get out, bitch.
Mm.
It's like, no, like you're responsible for this life. Support
Yeah,
them. No, no, but
I agree because I feel like if you're
just let me
kicking them
finish
out,
this. Just let me
oh,
finish
sorry,
this part.
sorry.
No, no, don't say sorry. Freaking Canadian. I feel like support them as much as you can without making them dependent on you so that they'll never leave, and with the aim that they're going to be strong enough to leave on their own. So yeah, that's how I
100%.
feel about it, and that's how I hope I'll go about it. But in Canada, like we discussed, it's like get lost. It's like, okay, now it's about me again. You're 18, leave. Sometimes not even 18. Sometimes they literally kick the kid out at 16.
Mm. Yeah, I agree
What were
100%.
you going to say?
I was just gonna say that I feel like from a parent's perspective, they kick them out at 18. It's like they're getting rid of them and their responsibility,
And
which
like,
is a bad thing.
yeah, and then they'll just put it on the kid. It's like, first of
Yeah.
all, the parents, now this is just like a generalization, I guess. You chose to have a kid. They didn't
Yeah.
choose you. If
Yeah.
kids could choose, billionaires would have kids and no one else if kids could choose.
Right.
And if you kick him out, the fact that you had to kick him out means you probably didn't teach them any proper skills.
Right.
You didn't leave them any security, and you just
Right.
dumped them on their ass.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Middle East, that's just unthinkable.
Yeah.
Like you just don't do that. You support your kids. And like I get it, there's some cases where we both probably know people who they're 30 and they still haven't left. But in many
Yeah.
cases, because of the support they receive from their parent past 18, they've been able to leave, not be
Mm-hmm.
desperate, and actually had good options.
Yeah. Leave when they're ready, basically.
Yeah, leave when they're ready. What do you think? What was the
I
case?
agree
Razmik,
100%.
what was the case with you? If you want to share.
Uh, I decided to leave not just the house but the country itself at 21. But had I stayed in Lebanon, I would have like my sister is 28 now and she still lives with my parents, so I would have been probably the same way living with my parents.
Yeah. For me, it's right now I'm in Dubai, full transparency. I'm living with my parents.
Right.
Because like I'm going to stay and I'm 27, guys, which is like kind of old, let's be honest. But it's like I'm not staying with them forever. I'm staying with them until I can either get a good job where I can buy my own place or just move back to Canada and again get a good job and get my place.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a permanent thing.
No. Yeah. Just leave when you're ready. That's like the best thing I could say.
Yeah, leave when you're ready. And you know, I just can't imagine making a life and then tossing it. which it's probably an extreme way of seeing it, but that's how it feels to me. What do you think?
I agree. I agree.
So yes, I feel like we start with strength and weaknesses of Canada, but then like screw the structure. Okay.